Yeah. What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again for another Savage Talk. We are here for Elimination Chamber 2022 preview and prediction show. The show where you guys give me your predictions, like that. I'm here for it, man. I hope everyone's well. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Demon Team, stand up. Everyone's good. Hey, man, shout out to Hook in the chat. Shout out to Amin, Peyton. Shout out to Grand 7. Come on now. Yeah, man, we're going to kick this off. I'm not going to be here for too long today. We're not, and to be fair, I should never start with a disclaimer like that because I'm always here for long when I do that, but it shouldn't take too long. Elimination Chamber is quite straightforward. We'll be here for about 45 minutes probably. We'll see. There's actually a lot more matches than I thought there would be. Going through when I was writing down the cards and stuff like that. A lot more. So we'll get into them. Some of them seem like a bit not needed. We need to talk about something. Well, I just want to get off my chest. It's nothing major, but yeah, we'll get into that. Shout out to Bob Williams. Shout out to you, brother. But yeah, man, Elimination Chamber 2022, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, from that beautiful stadium in Riyadh. The stadium's beautiful. The place looks beautiful. I don't know how many years we've been in Saudi now. We probably about 4, maybe. Looking on about 4 years now. It's not everyone's favorite pay-per-views, to be honest. The last Crown Jewel wasn't too bad, though. I'll have to say that. Gave us some good matches. And sometimes it's better than the thing. But before, it used to feel like a glorified house show. I think now they're starting to put a bit more stock into that. And I'm guessing that's because of all the millions they've been paid. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But, like I said, there's quite a few matches, so I'm definitely going to get into that very soon. The cards are looking kind of stacked. I don't know how everyone else feels about this pay-per-view. In fact, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to do a watch-along or not. Because the watch-alongs numbers are low at the best of times, and this is, for me, it's like a perfect time to do it apart from the day. But in the fact that it's the daytime is perfect. Usually I'm staying up till like 4 in the morning and then editing after that till 6. So this one isn't as bad, but my day's kind of stacked already for Saturday. Football, and I got other work to do as well. So I might have to just doing reaction videos. It gives me less pressure because obviously when you're doing a live stream, you have to stay on the stream. And I got stuff to do. So Hook, you can drop your prediction, but I'm not gonna go through it just yet because we're gonna go through the matches bit by bit. I'm gonna start now though because there's no point waiting until later on. Might as well get it in now. Shout out to Epic Gamer. Yeah, man, let's get into it. We'll go through the matches in no particular order, but I think I've put the cards in the order of matches that are really of any importance, I think. So we're going to start with first singles match of the show. So I'm guessing that 1 or 2 of these are going to be off some kind of kickoff show. But we do have Rey Mysterio versus The Miz in a match that a storyline's been running for about 3 weeks now. I say it's been running for 3 weeks because obviously the Royal Rumble storyline with Edge and The Miz finished then. That was only January. It was January the 31st, I think, or something like that. And it's the 19th of February this is going to be on, so it's literally been less than 3 weeks. This match, I have to say, I don't particularly care about this match. But I'd say I like it. These two are some of my favorite wrestlers. So they had a little thing on Raw they've been having the last couple of weeks. Feels like it's 2 people that are at a weird stage in the career. I think the better match probably would have been Dominic versus The Miz instead of Rey versus The Miz. I mean, instead of Rey versus Miz. But we're here now. There's no meaning to it. My pick is that Rey's going to win, but at the same time, The Miz seems to lose a lot of pay-per-view matches over the last 2 years. Like, he doesn't seem to... He was losing all the matches to Damian Priest. He lost to Edge. Obviously, he was off for a long time doing Dance with the Stars and stuff like that, and there was COVID and all that before that. He lost to Bobby on Raw when he lost his title. So he doesn't really... You know what I'm saying? And even when he had the Money in the Bank contract, he was losing matches. Obviously, the Money in the Bank wasn't even meant to be his. It was Otis's, so... I kind of want to go for Miz. But at the same time, if they're gonna carry on a story, I'm gonna go. You would expect that Rey would win, and Miz wants to get more back on it. I'm just gonna go for Rey. I'm probably wrong. I don't really care, but it should be a good match. Let's see what everyone else is saying in the chat. Maharaja, Sub Savage, shout out to you, brother. 50% you saw the Super Bowl performance, legendary. Maybe my best one besides Prince, MJ, and Janet was dope. Also, it was dope. It was real good nostalgia, to be honest. My favorite is probably Michael Jackson's of all time, and then the Beyonce one on her own was pretty good. That was pretty dope. But yeah, this one was right up my street, man. Hook says the Miz will win by help. Epic Gamer, the Miz and Dominic Mysterio turn on Rey. It's not a bad shout. I've been calling for the Dominic turn for a while, but now it seems like it's ran its course. But maybe if they start leaning into stuff about Eddie a lot more and Miz getting into Dominic's head over the next few weeks, then it could lead to a big match at WrestleMania where the match is Dominic versus the Miz, and then he turns on Rey, or they end up having Rey versus Dominic at WrestleMania, which is not a bad shout either. Shout out to Washington. Sup Savage, the Miz wins by help of Alpha Academy, and we might get Bonnie and Rey and Dom versus Alpha Academy at Mania. Good shout for what you said there on the prediction for the matches. And that match at WrestleMania, I don't really want to see it, but at the same time, I'd rather them showcase the tag team titles in a good way instead of having it some dead match. So, yeah, Hook, you're funny, man, because that's what I was thinking about. Not for this match, but I was thinking that we might get finally Via Mahan, which would be funny because they've been saying he's coming to Raw, not Saudi Arabia. But who knows? Who knows? Randy, shout out to you, Randy. The Miz wins by help of Amos, and we get MJF and Wardlow on WWF. It will never be like that, bro. But I love the Miz is great on the mic, bro. But yeah, moving on from there, we're going straight to the next match. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on the matches. What don't seem that important. Another match I don't care about. I actually care about this one less than the other one. The only good thing about this is I think it's Falls Count anyway. So we have the Scottish Psychopath Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. A match that I don't think anyone, unless you're a super McIntyre fan and you just love every match he's in, I don't think anyone cares about this match. I think Madcap Moss's character is terrible. He's had a few funny moments when he came out dressed as Drew. I thought that was funny, but I think it's just a pointless character. They should have kept Baron Corbin broke because he was way better. Look how irrelevant he is now. No one cares about him again. Whereas when he was broke Baron, it was a perfect character. And as for Drew McIntyre, I don't want to say he's fell off a cliff because he's not the one who sorts out the matches and books his place and that, but it's a massive drop off compared to where he was the previous year. So what do you guys think? Let's go through your comments and see who you think's gonna win this match. I'm still Hook says Drew wins. Drew McIntyre. Epic Gamer says Randy, Drew McIntyre, Riddick should come back. I'm gonna go for Riddick to win this match. I know it's a wild statement. To be fair, it's probably not going to happen at all because it would end really bad for Drew. But if he's not going to win or get close to winning, what's the point of him being in this match? Everyone's already expecting Drew McIntyre to win the match. So I'm going to go for I was calling Riddick Moss, but it's Madcap Moss on it. Just because, why not? Jeffrey says Drew wins, but Savage, do you think Drew is work injuries, not on live events more often? I don't think it's a work injury. He was injured before the Royal Rumble. He injured himself when he came to the UK, I think. But who knows, man? Who knows? I think they're gonna wait till after WrestleMania to start integrating Drew back into the main event picture. Because just think about it, we've got an elimination chamber with no Drew McIntyre in. It's kind of crazy considering the past 2 years that he's had. But it's life, I guess. Moving on from there. So far, we've had matches of no consequence, and here's another one. But I guess it will be kind of interesting. So we have Naomi and Ronda Rousey, who formed a friendship on SmackDown out of nowhere, like an RKO, mad, versus the Queen, Charlotte, and Sonya Deville. I really, really, really don't care about this match one bit. It's interesting. I guess it will be Ronda's first proper match back. Sonya Deville versus Ronda's got kind of an interesting vibe about it because they both come from MMA backgrounds. We've seen Charlotte and Naomi past 2 weeks on SmackDown, so there's nothing amazing in this match. Everyone, you already know that I love Charlotte, but it's kind of another pointless match. So I'm just going to go for Naomi and Ronda to win this match. I don't see it possible that Sonya Deville and Charlotte win this. I think Naomi gets the pin on Sonya Deville, but it's because Ronda takes out Charlotte or something like that. Crazy. Well, one good thing is we're going to get a showcase of a lot of women at Saudi Arabia, which doesn't usually happen. Because we've got the men's tag team match and then we've got the Elimination Chamber match. So I think on par we have about 8 women, 10 women. Yeah, about 10 women on show at Saudi Arabia, which is dope, I think. Only thing I'd say about this match is, she ain't gonna take the pin anyway. But Charlotte losing this match as the champion's a bit weird, isn't it? But like I said, she won't take the pin. Ronda's not gonna lose a match now until after WrestleMania because she's gonna win at WrestleMania. So yeah, that's my pick on that one. The chat, Ronda will win by Sonya. What? Ronda will win by Sonya help. They're not on the same team, bro. Charlotte wins. Ronda Rousey and Naomi, says Epic Gamer. Jackson, Charlotte. Where are they going with Naomi and Sonya? It's been going from now from it's not been going for a month. Sonya and Naomi. It's been going for longer than a month. This thing started before Royal Rumble. I think 2 or 3 weeks before, in fact, because that's why when we done the prediction, we was predicting that Naomi will probably throw out Sonya, etc. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to diss anyone in the creative team because I don't care anymore. But I really believe that they just put them together and didn't think of anything to go with it, and kind of just because when is Sonya going to give the reason for why she hates Naomi? She has a full roster of women, and there's no reason for it. There's not one reason. She didn't demand any matches. She wasn't being rude or anything. Remember, she started demanding matches after Sonya was being rude. You know what I mean? So, but it's weird. Okay, correction. Shayna was this. Okay, yeah, it's not Shayna. Yeah, because Shayna would be on Ronda's team if she was in this match. Charlotte wins, but Savage is Naomi on a Daniel Bryan treatment. Naomi versus Sonya, night 1. Night 2, Naomi add to the women's title match. I don't think so. But it would be great to see her get the kind of chance, but I can't see it happening, her being added to that championship match. They missed the trick on Naomi. Luckily for them, they can still change a few things, but you kind of want to, if you were going to go down the bloodline route, which is what I would have done, you kind of want to add her to the bloodline while Roman still got the title, while the Usos still got the title. And obviously, it's coming up to WrestleMania now. We don't know what's going to happen with Roman's title or the Usos title, but I'm guessing they're probably going to lose them around the same time or one with a week before or something like that. So join them while they got the power. You know what I mean? Get a women's title in there, but we'll see. Shout out to you anyway, Jeff. This match is pointless as Hook is. I'm still waiting for my Xia Li match. They made the debut there. They gave us a comic book strip what looked amazing, and then nothing. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks WrestleMania night 1. Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to happen as well. The only thing is, I think there might be a chance of it not end up being a triple threat match, only because the last match Ronda had was a triple threat match, and Charlotte wasn't supposed to be in that match. So to add another woman in again, but then I guess she's not going to lose the match, so she probably won't care too much. Yeah, moving on from there. Oh, what match have I got next? Okay, we start to get into more titles than that now. So it's another match I don't care about as much, but I love the tag team. So we have the Usos, aka the Bloodline, taking on the War Raiders, the Viking Party, the Viking Raiders, Raiders of War. Oh no, Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark. Oh no, Space Invaders, War Ready Raiders. I don't know. I can't. Something Raiders, Viking Experience. Are they called the Viking Experience? Viking Experience, the finishing move, isn't it? Are they called the War Raiders? Have I just made that up? Or is that the name from NXT? The Viking Club? Whatever. I don't care. All I know is in 2022, no one cares about stupid horns on your head and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And none of you are from Norway or anywhere like that. There's no story behind why you're Vikings and why you're doing this cosplay in 2022. So I don't care. So Usos win. That's my pick. I have nothing else to say on it. Hook says Usos, 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 Jackson, Usos. Shout out to Yusuf, shout out to you, brother. It's madness. It's madness. No one cares. And I'm not going to put it past WWE putting this on the kickoff show, to be honest, if there is a kickoff show, but I do think there will be one. Yeah, it's a bit mad. Bit mad. But I love the Usos. They got to build some stuff up with the tag team division, though, man, on both separate brands as well. Moving on. Moving on from there, we have the first championship match. Here we go, man. Shout out to you, Jason Mike. Hey, this is one of my childhood heroes right here, Lita. But I'm sorry, Lita. This is going one way and one way only. It's a shame, but Becky's gonna win this match. I think it's gonna run longer than we think it's gonna run, and I think we're gonna get Lita putting on a great match. But sadly, she's gonna lose the match. It's weird because didn't anyone see Lita's little like partial documentary? I think it's probably for one of them the full documentaries after Saudi Arabia. You know, normally they put on the documentary or something like that. Like a what they called again? You know what I'm talking about. On WWE, and she was on the beach training and stuff, and she was on about coming back. And I was thinking, I love Lita. That's who I love growing up. I had Lita posters, Team Extreme t-shirts, and that. Lita's, you know what I'm saying? But I just wonder now. You kind of wonder, is she going to stay around after? I don't think she's going to stay around. I think she's going to do exactly what Trish done when she fought Charlotte. The same token, I think this is just a Lita appreciation. If anyone knows when Lita like left WWE, yeah, 24. Thank you, bro. When she actually left, there was no big send off or anything like that. Don't get me wrong; it's not disrespectful. Most wrestlers don't get a send off because they're not really planning on retiring and stuff like that. But I think for the women wrestlers in particular, in fact, probably only for the women wrestlers, especially from that era, they grew up at a time where, you know, there was no appreciation for women's wrestling. Now, I will give them that Lita and Trish were the head. They were the head of it. Trish number one, and Lita number two, and then everyone else behind them: Molly Holly, Mickey James, all them kind of people, legends. But they still didn't get the appreciation. They had 2-minute matches, sometimes 1 minute, bra and panty matches, mud matches, food fights. You know what I mean? Bro, just what was it, paddle on a pole match where they're getting spanked and stuff. And you could see, even when I watch wrestling now and from the past, and you look at the crowd, you can see them all going toilet and going to get popcorn and stuff while these matches are on. Good shout, Jackson. Shout out to Ivory. I wasn't leaving her out. I was just giving a quick example anyway. So she didn't get the appreciation from the men at the time. There was less women in the crowd, and the women were there weren't there to see the women. They were there to see the men. And now they've got this new batch of women fans, little girls and stuff like that. So it'd be cool to get the appreciation for them, and I'm here for that. So I think that's what it is. It's a nice send off for her because when Trish had it, I think the Women's Evolution was in well, we weren't Women's Evolution, but it was in Canada, that match. So it was in her hometown. She had a good shout out, good send off, and it was a beautiful thing. I think they're going to have the same for Lita. I do think Becky's going to cheat to win this match, pull the tights or something sneaky like that, and then we get to clap off Lita at the end. And the fact that Lita gets to go Saudi Arabia as well, I think that's a massive thing because obviously we know about them with the women's rights in it. So beautiful thing. I don't know what Becky was doing on Raw. That was pathetic. It was terrible. It was it was out of character. It was like this sulking child thing. I don't understand what was going on. But I'm not enjoying Becky as a champion, and I wasn't enjoying Becky as the man, to be honest. and you can see the receipts going back on my channel. I was never a massive fan of it. But that title, if she's gonna lose it, she'll lose that at WrestleMania. I don't know when Asuka's coming back, but I'm convinced that Asuka comes back and fights Becky at some point. But then again, my pick for the Elimination Chamber will go on to will determine what I'm going to say anyway. But yeah, shout out to that match. Let me go for everyone's chat. Randy, Lita wins by the help of Trish. Fair enough. She's going to have to cover up them boobs in Saudi Arabia. You know the vibes there. Amin says Becky wins. Some says Becky win. Jeff Samuel says Becky win. Hook, Becky win as well. Yusuf, Becky wins either facing Bianca or Bailey. Bailey's a weird one on it because all the hopes are on coming back from her injury and stuff, but there's no build up so far, and she's on SmackDown. It's very interesting to see what happens there. I think they're all mad about it, man. It's kind of like with me. I think the timing of Lacey Evans would have worked perfect if she could get fit after having a baby, which you can't rush her back. But Bailey, Lacey Evans versus Charlotte at WrestleMania would have been perfect. Lacey Evans pick up the victory. Obviously, before Lacey Evans left, there was the story between her, Ric Flair, Charlotte, and Rick was the pro, and then obviously Rick's the daddy and all that business. And then it should have been Becky versus Ronda, and then maybe someone else in that match, or maybe like a fatal 4-way or something like that. I would like to see that. I'd like to see like a tables match or something for the women, or a 4-way ladder match, fatal 4-way ladder match, and you can throw them two in there. Bianca can make her way in there, and then whoever wins the chamber can make their way in there as well. But they're not going to do that, so that's a shame. But it is what it is. Shout out to you, Dro. Savage, I got my guy Roman. We're not talking about the Roman one yet, but we'll get back to that anyway soon. So, should Cody Rhodes come back to WWE? I don't think he should do. I don't think he should. I think he's honed his style in AEW. It's changed up completely. He got to express himself, even with promos and stuff. He was really good. But it's looking like he might come back. I don't know. I don't particularly care. He ain't gonna make a difference to WWE. Because the AEW fans won't come over to watch WWE because Cody's there. It'll just be watered down, so it'll be pointless. Yeah, Jackson, Becky. Hook, I think Lita should sign with Impact Wrestling to help the women's era. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, to be fair. I think the main thing with these kind of things, Hook, is we don't know personally what these people want. You have to wait for interviews and stuff because a lot of them come back, do all this thing, but realistically, behind the scenes, we know that there was a phone call and big money involved, and a one pay-per-view payoff, and the chance to go into the Hall of Fame. And because Lita's not in the Hall of Fame, is she? I don't know if I got that wrong. I might be wrong, and if she isn't, I'm guessing she goes into the Hall of Fame this year. But I might be wrong. It's just that they don't seem to. I know that Beth's in the Hall of Fame, and obviously Trish is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know, but if she's not, and if she is, then I just forgot. Savage, says Becky wins. Savage, Hook, Savage, she's Conor McGregor. Nah, listen. She was Becky McGregor when she first came back, but you go check the UFC videos, man. Conor was a bad boy on the mic, bro. He wasn't sulking like she was. It didn't even make sense what she done. She just threw the contract and started sulking. But I said they should have put championship on the Sasha Banks so we can all be happy. Yeah, I wanted to win it in a good way though, man. I don't want to just put, because we've seen, man, sometimes her last run wasn't the best run. You know what I'm saying? So Savage, I'm gonna watch an Elimination Chamber on NBC action. Fair enough. Becky Lynch versus Bianca at WrestleMania. Nah, I'm not here for that. I know Bianca should have got revenge ages ago, but I'm not here for that. Well, the draft happened, so Bailey is not SmackDown anymore. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that you're wrong on that, but Raw didn't pick Bailey. They didn't pick her to move over. But if she's a free agent, like you're saying, then yeah, you're right. Then you know what it is. Oh, okay, Lita is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why I thought she wasn't, because I don't remember her having, because she didn't get ceremony to herself in it. But all right. Moving on. So I'm gonna save the Elimination Chambers till last. So we're gonna go on to the big boy. You know, like that. Come on now. Saudi Arabia. Acknowledge me. Come on. You know, like that. Our tribal chief versus You're Next. Goldberg. The match that nobody wanted to see. I didn't want this match when it got called off at WrestleMania. I didn't want it, and I know that it was because Roman had COVID, he couldn't fight, and he ended up fighting Braun Strowman. But I didn't want it then. I don't want it now. All that spear versus spear bollocks. No one cares about it. But I have to say, this is the match I'm most worried about. I'm actually, obviously, I've go with my gut. Roman destroys him. I want Roman to put him to sleep. I want Roman to incapacitate this Don, decapitate this Don, ruin this Don, shut him down, delete him. This man, Bill Goldberg, obviously in wrestling terms, I'm sure he's a nice guy in real life, but Bill Goldberg in this sport we call wrestling, pro wrestling, is a virus, and we need virus protection right now. You know what I mean? We need to stop the breach of the firewall, get the hackers in, close it down. Roman, do us all a favor. We acknowledge you. Put this Don to sleep so we never have to see him in the WWE ever again. I'm talking about to the point of bring Gabe along, Goldberg. Bring Gabe in the crowd so Roman can choke him out as well. This match to me can only finish in a guillotine from Roman Reigns. I think it's going to be short, but I don't think it's going to be short as everyone thinks. I mean, the match between Goldberg and Bobby Lashley in October at Crown Jewel, which is not that long ago as well. It's kind of mad that we're here again already, but that match went 11 minutes, which is long for a Goldberg match. And you know, he actually worked in that match, so I'll give him a shout out for that one. You know what I mean? The spear off the ramp was a bit dead. It was dead food, to be honest. But he did put his all up in that match and stuff like that. It wasn't very believable after a bit that, you know, look at the shape of Bobby Lashley and look at the shape he keeps himself in, the fitness. And Goldberg, while being in shape, because he is in shape, let's not pretend like he's not. I know everyone wants to do the old birthing and stuff, but he's in great shape. If he was your friend's dad, you'd be like, damn, your dad's in good shape. It's just because he's in wrestling and he's annoying us. But I think it's going to go about 8 minutes, this match. I think it's going to start with a spear from Goldberg. I think it's going to be 2 spears from Goldberg as soon as the bell goes. Going to be Paul Heyman being petrified on the outside. Might be interference from the Usos. And Goldberg probably kill him as well. But Roman's got to put him to sleep. I want to see blood. I know it sounds violent, guys. But for me, the way you put Goldberg out, and you don't have to make him look weak. You know what I mean? There can be some little shady business. You know what I mean? Let Goldberg have the parts in the match where he looks like he's possibly going to beat Roman. You know what I mean? Get our hearts racing a little bit. And then Roman snaps, puts him to sleep. We know that Goldberg's never going to tap. So the fact is he passes out, and that's how Roman wins. And that way, Goldberg looks strong because, you know, he's always winning anyway. And he's fighting against the best in the world. So that's my thing on it. Roman Reigns has to win this match. But there is a slight thing in me, about 15%, that I'm a little bit scared. I can't lie. Because I don't trust WWE with this. And the fact that Roman got involved in Brock's match before, and we don't know the order of the Elimination Chamber, because one of them's going last. One of them Elimination Chambers will be last on the card. And for that reason, I'm scared. I mean, can you imagine if Brock... no. Brock don't come into it. Roman Reigns to win the match. Let me hit the comment section. Where we gotta go to here? Amin says Roman. Hook says Roman. Sump says Roman. Rick says, that's like me and Kane in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Kane is in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I know Kane's in the Hall of Fame because we watched that one. That was the lockdown one, wasn't it? It was 2020 Hall of Fame Kane got put in. He got put in there at the same time as the Bellas, I think. And he was the main guy. I remember that. Shout out to Rick. He says Roman as well. Hook's got Roman. Epic Gamer's got Roman. Destroys and I'm scared because Goldberg destroyed Lesnar Survivor Series. Epic Gamer, I don't think it works like that. You know what I mean? Goldberg destroyed. He didn't destroy Brock. He gave him a couple spears, but remember what happened after that? How Brock got the title back. You know what I'm saying? Goldberg is a full-time champ killer. The thing with Goldberg, it's probably not his fault unless I don't know what goes on behind the scene. I don't know if when Vince gets him in, he says, I'll come back for the money, but I need the title shot. Because that Universal title, he seems to be obsessed with it. And there's just too much youngsters coming up and coming in that to watch this man keep coming back. No warm-up matches and just demands a title shot. And he gets it every time. You know what I mean? When he came in and just, you're next to Roman. Roman should have said, back of the line, bub. You know them way there. We're going to see old Goldberg, not WCW, but yeah, Savage. Yeah, WCW Goldberg's done, bro. It's done. I predict Bron Breakker and Cara Jade and Carmella Hayes will be on the main roster before you could blink. Don't turn your head. You might miss it. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Because there's certain people that never got there. Adam Cole, Gargano. Tommaso's only just turned up now properly. There's a couple of men that just end up leaving the company and never made it. So, Roman to retain. Goldberg should be a coach at WWE London. No, he shouldn't because he's not good. He's actually not. I'm not even joking. This is not disrespectful. Goldberg actually not good in the ring, bro. Yeah. I think he might have of any wrestler who's lasted so long. I can almost guarantee if they add up the time of all of Goldberg's matches, it doesn't come close to anyone else's. I bet he's like the lowest on the list for the shortest matches. He's actually not a good wrestler. He can do the body slams and stuff like that before. Now he struggles with them, which is fair enough. He's older, but you know. Savage. All I gotta say is F Goldberg and yeah. Do we see Brock payback Savage? That's what I said, man. That's what I said. You gotta beat Goldberg. Facts. Justin Taylor interesting. I got Roman winning, but people going with predictable Savage. The thing is, unpredictable but Savage. Yes, you got a point. I think Roman winning is predictable, but it's not predictable in a like. Basically, what I'm saying is everything what's predictable is not terrible because even when we were younger, even Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, if you go back and watch it, a lot of things are predictable. You know what I mean? Undertaker turns up in a match with somebody who's not really on his level, he's gonna win. Someone who's just won the title fights somebody who is really good, but you're not gonna lose the title straight away. So them things are predictable. And the fact that Roman's been on a run for so long, why would he lose it to Goldberg of all people? So yeah, it's predictable, but everyone who comes up against Roman Reigns is predictable, apart from Brock Lesnar, pretty much. Yeah, Dro, listen, bro. Obviously that message. I don't know if you know how the YouTube comments work, but you sent that message ages ago. I said that when we get to the Roman part, I'll answer it, but you haven't put it back in. I can't go back up in the chat because I don't know where it is. We've had hundreds of messages, but if you copy and paste it, then I'll obviously. I mean, you know what I'm like. I'll read everyone's messages out. Yeah, you know what it is. I've got my big boy lens on, and it's on manual focus. So if I don't stay in one spot, the focus goes. I can fix it, but as soon as I move, watch it'll change again now. But this is a shambles. Oh no, I'll just stay close to the camera. Here's what it is. Anyway, what else we got here? Bob, Roman Reigns wins. Big facts. Goldberg nearly killed the Undertaker. Yeah, he did. He did. Goldberg should be a manager for Bron Breakker, like that. Listen, if Bron Breakker's gonna get a manager, it should be his uncle or his dad. To be honest, I'm here for that. I just don't want to see Goldberg no more. I'm not even joking. It's what it is. It's no hate towards the real man Goldberg. I'm not trying to tell people when to retire in their life and stuff like that. Money's to be made, short life and all that. But for me, I just think of the safety of the other wrestlers and the fact that, is what it is. So, Joe, I'm not gonna keep going over this, but I literally just explained. I literally just took a minute out and explained to you, bro. If you copy and paste it back in right here, I will read it, bro. But I'm not going back through 192 questions. Come on, bro. Come on. I just don't trust WWE inside every part-time and titles match. I don't know. What do you think about Grayson Waller? He's cool. One of the guys I need a match with AJ. Yeah, I like Grayson Waller. I liked him on, was it Survivor he was on? I liked him on that, to be fair. I think he's cool as well. So yeah, I'm here for Grayson. Amin says I don't like Goldberg. Epic M, I'm still scared because no one predicted that Goldberg would beat the Fiend, and he did. That's actually true. No one predicted that. But yeah, let's not even talk about that. Shout out to everyone in the chat so far. If you do me a favor, if you're enjoying it, if you're not enjoying it, I don't care. But if you are enjoying it, hit the like button. We're gonna get onto the Elimination Chamber matches right now. We're gonna start with the women's one. I'm underwhelmed by the women's one already, just based on who's in it. But it is what it is. So we have the women's Elimination Chamber match. Rhea got her. She won her. Did she beat Doudrop to get into that match, or was that just she was already going to be in there? Because that gauntlet was weird. I know Bianca won the whole thing. So Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Doudrop, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. Because she's got to be a superhero by now. Underwhelming, but it is what it is. It's a weird one because there's a shout that like at least 3 of these people have. I would say at least 3 of these women, I could write a story for why they should win. But this is obviously for the chance to fight Becky because Ronda's already picked Charlotte. So you've got the story of Liv Morgan and Becky, which was going on for a while. And I'm guessing whenever Liv Morgan does win the title, it's gonna be at a pay-per-view. So I've got a shout for Liv there. But the fact that she didn't win the Royal Rumble when I thought that was possibly the way, I don't know. She has got form in the Elimination Chamber, but obviously then Shayna came out, destroyed everyone. You've got Bianca Belair and Becky, that story, of course. You got Doudrop and Becky from Royal Rumble. You got Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross, their thing in there. You've got Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross's thing. And you got Alexa just against everyone. It's all crazy, but I have to say, and guys, I don't want to hear any of you telling me that it could be Bianca Liv or blah, blah, because that's what I just said. But we're going to lay it out, and I don't want to see no one sitting on the fence. Pick a person. My pick is Alexa Bliss to win this match. That's my pick. Alexa Bliss to win it. And I still don't know if it'll end up being a singles match at WrestleMania, but I just think Alexa will win this match. And possibly, by the time we get to WrestleMania, she'll be the full goddess again. And there'll be no more Lily in her life. So that's what I'm going to pick. There's a couple of people I can't have winning this, just from my opinion. I can't have Doudrop winning this match. And I can't have Rhea winning this match. And I can't have Nikki winning this match. I will take Bianca, Liv, or Alexa Bliss. And if I'm honest, and I've got a bit of an issue because the creativity part of my brain is like, this is perfect. But at the same time, I don't think she's ready to be champion. But if anyone was going to win, Liv Morgan should probably win the match. The story's been told for a year now, nearly. It's not nearly a year, I'm lying on it, because at SummerSlam there was no Becky, so it ain't been a year. But you know what I'm saying? The Liv Morgan train has been going for a year. Problem is with Liv Morgan is, on TV, on the mic, it sounds a bit whiny, and it sounds a bit, I always wanted to be a champion when I was a kid, and blah, blah, blah. And then she loses the match, she starts crying, or she wins the match, she starts crying. It would be nice to have a vignette of some reason why she's like she is. Because she doesn't really have a character. You know what I mean? Bianca's character is she's the athlete, she's the bestest, the roughest, the toughest. Becky is Becky McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Rhea Ripley's the rock chick, whatever. The other one's a superhero, and the other one's, I don't know what Doudrop is, but she's what You know what I'm saying? And Alexa's got a story. So I can see Liv holding the title and looking like a great champion, but I can't see her being a great champion and having a great run. I can't see the intrigue every Raw to what's Liv gonna say today? Unless she just turns into a complete badass and goes heel, which would be perfect. But I'm gonna pull it on the line. I'm gonna go for Alexa Bliss. But if Liv wins, shout out to you. And realistically, we all know that Bianca Belair should win the match. Anyway, I'm gonna jump in the chat. Where we got to go to? Here we go. Okay, Dro says Savage Roman is one who can retire Goldberg by submission. Yes, exactly what I said, bro. I agree. Hulk made it short and sweet. Savage women elimination chamber couple want Liv, Alexa to battle each other and maybe Bliss win. Yeah, I'm going for Bliss win. Alexa Bliss is epic gamer. Bob says Bianca Belair wins. Hair whip your dog, Savage. Bro, you can't be talking about my dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? My dog's family, bro. That's my son, bro. Ain't no one whipping my dog, bro. Otherwise, problems are, you know what I mean? RKOs and all that. Some says Alexa. Amin says Alexa. Rick says Doudrop. That's the first one. Deontay says I have no choice with Bianca Belair. She should win too easy. She should win, but it's easier for her to lose in this because it's Elimination Chamber. They might just turn on them and try and get rid of her, to be honest. How many heels are in this match? 3? I think it's 3 babyface, 3 heels, maybe. Becky, Doudrop. Then again, I don't know. Nikki. Yeah, it's 3 on. Okay. Randy Sam says Alexa. Epic Gamer Alexa Bliss, you can't lose in the first match back and she can't get pinned or tapped out. You can have her lose. You can have Alexa lose, especially if she gets distracted by visions of Lily. Then she's gonna have to go back to more therapy and stuff like that. So she could lose. The answer said I would have Liv win the money. If you go back to my Money in the Bank, I said I wanted Liv to win at the time, and I was proven right because Nikki won and nothing happened with that. She just lost the title real quick. Babyface Alexa Bliss versus heel Becky Lynch is fresh. It is fresh. Plot twist: Bailey destroys Liv Morgan and gets added to the match. It's not a bad show. Mate, if you go back and watch what Edge did to Kofi, man, I swear that he looked like he killed him for real on the steel stairs. Doudrop should be released from the WWE. They're not using her right. I don't think that's a reason for her to be released. If they're not using her right, then she should quit. If that's the case, but I don't want anyone to lose their job. Jeffrey, so how do Alexa lost Savage in her first night back? In your opinion, it doesn't matter. If this was a singles match, then I will say I'm 100% with you. She shouldn't lose. But the fact it's 5 other women in the chamber with her, you know what I mean? Like I said, gets distracted. Something to do with Lily. You know what I mean? Because her therapy is not over yet. We've watched them all, and she's not completely sold that Lily's not real. So, yeah, I mean, for all we know, because they've done that stupid stuff before anyway. So, what if she's in the pod and they don't have to do CGI stuff? There's gaps in the pod, in it. Somebody just push Lily through the pod and let her sit there. So when Alexa turns and the finger rings for her to come out, the sliding door, she gets distracted, she gets pinned, and then we can have her. She can get into WrestleMania some other way. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I picked Alexa anyway, so I agree. So living into the character unless Alexa change heel, change Nikki back. Crazy also. Yeah, I'll go for Sanity Nikki. She was the one. Shout out to you, Curtis, bro. Get me Rhea versus Bianca at Mania. Don't have. There's no way that's gonna happen though, is there? There'd have to be something in between. Living us as the biggest fan pages on social media, so that's why I said those two will battle it out. But then Bliss wins, goddess. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the social media pages has anything to do with it though, because a lot of women wrestlers have got more social media followers than Roman. It doesn't make a difference, does it? The Liv Morgan thing's weird because fans are behind her in the stadium, but at the same time, when I went wrestling in November and Liv Morgan came out, no one gave a damn, and that's when she was hot at that time. Everyone was like wanted her to win on it, but no one cared. Like I said, her character doesn't connect with people because there isn't a character there, but we can all realize that she looks great. She's got something about her. She's still young, so she's got plenty of time. But I do believe if they don't pull the trigger on her this year and make her champion, They never will. And when they do, no one will care. So, Savage, did you watch NXT Vengeance Day yesterday? Come on, bro. You know I did. They got Finn Balor missing. A lot of fun. Horrible. Yeah, I know. Epic Gamer, this Elimination Chamber match is not that interesting. Becky Lynch versus Rhea, Charlotte, Morgan, Doudrop. Yeah, man. Let's move on to the last one then. The one all of us care about, to be honest. This has got the most interesting thing to me because I just don't know. You know what I mean? The men's Elimination Chamber. Some talent in this match, man. I'm expecting that when I look at the comments to see a few AJs in there because I know people love AJ. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay out who I think is going to win straight away, and then I'll talk about the reasons why I think they're going to win. I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley to win this match. There's a lot of reasons for, like, one, we don't know who's coming out the pod first or last. I mean, if they wanted to make it interesting, you could put Bobby and Brock in the match to start the match, which would be funny. But I got a feeling it might be Brock and Riddle in the ring together at the beginning. I would do that. Seth's always a dark horse in any match. AJ's back on his own now, and he just lost to Damian Priest again. Normally, when that keeps happening, I'm expecting, a shift. But Bobby Lashley wins for me. The way Brock loses this match, I believe, I honestly believe this, and I think it's only going to be a roll-up. I think Austin Theory gets rid of Brock Lesnar. Mad shout, I know. Mad shout. But obviously Brock embarrassed him. It was funny. Austin Theory literally was in the way on NXT. Still funny. But he got to the main roster and Johnny Gargano didn't. He got to do all them things with Vince. He was beating Jeff Hardy on his first match and stuff like that. He's getting the push, man. It's building slow because obviously at the moment there's Brock and there's Roman and there's Lashley. They're big guys. No one expects them. But at some point, someone smaller is gonna win the title and then he's gonna take it off them. And by the end of the year, Austin Theory is gonna be in a big position. Now, I'm expecting within the next 4 months for Riddle to be champion, but I don't know if it's gonna happen here. But for me, I think Austin Theory, the biggest victory of his career will be the fact that he gets to pin Brock. Now, what will happen is he'll roll Brock up, he'll pin him, and then when the refs ask Brock to leave, Brock will absolutely destroy him. And then somebody like Seth will just quickly pull him over and pick up the pin. Because actually, not Seth, because I think what's going to happen is Seth and Austin are going to team up in this match until Austin turns and realizes, like, hold on a minute. Because, he used to work for him in the Messiah and stuff like that. So I think AJ Styles will pin Austin Theory. But I think Bobby Lashley wins this match by pinning AJ Styles. AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley will be the last two men in this match, I believe. And I do think that, Austin Theory pins Brock. I did see Brock on Pat McAfee. Anyone who ain't watched that, go watch Pat McAfee show. It's about 43 minutes long. Funny, man. Really funny. Good to see Brock talking more. When should Damian Priest be ready for the big matches? He's got a title, hasn't he? He's got a title. His character's a bit wet at the moment because that thing what he does when he gets angry in the ring and stuff. Okay, but we need to hear something about it. We need to know why people are, why do you keep switching? What's gone? What happened when you a child and that? Storylines are gone from wrestling. It's not nice. You know what I mean? Storylines, not having storylines works in AEW because they just put great matches on back to back. Not too many adverts in between. But when you're a juggernaut like WWE, it's built on stories and it always has been like that. So Epic Gaming Brock Lesnar for the win. It's going to come down to Brock and Bobby. Good shout. Riddle and Brock in the ring. I'm dreaming Savage Brock first ever chamber match. Yeah, I know. I'm going for Austin Theory and win. Pull a Randy. Call it. It's unexpected. Well, I just said, man, I bigged up Austin Theory. Bobby Lashley retain. I think for me, like, having Bobby Lashley on another short title run is a bit mad, man. I don't, you know what I mean? Because I'm expecting him to lose the title whoever he fights at WrestleMania, so I don't expect him to lose it here. Obviously, he won last WrestleMania. He beat Drew. And did he already have the title? He did, didn't he? He had the title going into last WrestleMania and he won and retained it. I can't see him winning 2 WrestleManias back to back with a championship. So I think he'll lose at WrestleMania. Plot twist, I'm sorry to say this, Savage. Roman Reigns attacks Riddle and then gets added to the match and beats everybody and wins the belt. Roman is the new WWE. That's like Austin to win. I don't understand why you're saying sorry to me. I'm literally Roman's biggest fan. That's not going to bother me. But I just think it'll be unfair on anyone else in the match not to get their match, and it's a lot for Roman to do. Who knows though? I want my AJ Styles versus Edge match. Me too, and that's why I don't think that's going to be for a belt. So I think that will just happen. Imagine if Cody Rhodes attacks Austin Theory and Epic Gamer. That's a big shout, man. That'd be kind of crazy, to be fair. Amin says you forgot Drew and Madcap Moss. No, I didn't. We spoke about that. We spoke about that. We spoke about that. It was just, you know what I mean? But yeah, crazy. It's gonna be interesting, man. Look out for my reaction. There will be reactions up. I probably, like I said, if I do a watch along, you'll know because I'll put the watch along. I'll put the schedule up roughly 3 or 4 hours before. But if you don't see it, then just expect edited videos, reactions. They'll be up by maybe an hour after. Like I said, personal life, wrestling, football, it's a lot. So, that would be stupid. Why will Roman join the Elimination Chamber and the championship? Yeah, that wasn't from me. Someone else said that, but yeah. So if I did mention it, I know I did because I brought the thing up on the screen. Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin was amazing. Yeah, it was. Like I said, man, I love AEW, but it's never going to be on a par with anything to me because they don't do the stories are not stories, bro. They literally just have one running story with whoever CM Punk or whoever MJF's against, and obviously they have the inner circle and the breakup thing going on, but they're not too intense with it. But I like it for what it is. I don't think they're trying to be like WWE, to be honest. So I try and take that out of my mind anyway. I just like enjoying them both. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. If Paige comes back, Brock should be good. A good plan for her. If Paige comes back, Brock should be a good plan for her. I don't know what that means, bro. I see Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 38. Where the hell does that come from? McIntyre's fighting Madcap Moss, bro. Do you think he's gonna go from Madcap Moss to Cody that quick? Austin Theory versus Cody would have been dope. if Austin Theory still does the thing with Vince McMahon, and then Cody comes in, runs his mouth and stuff, says to Vince that he went away, became more successful without him. Your business is trash. We need more. You know what I mean? And then Austin Theory backs the case. Or if they kept Shane around, Shane versus Cody would have been perfect. Chris Pauly, see my comments, Savage. No, I didn't. Seth wins and called out Roman Reigns versus Seth versus Brock at Mania. Winner takes all, Savage. It doesn't make sense though. It's not a bad shout because it's a repeat of WrestleMania 31, but if Seth wins, calls out Roman, then it's like up to Brock, really, isn't it? Because he can't. No, what am I talking about? Seth wins, he'll be the champion. So why would he call out? He can call out Roman, but Brock's like, no, I've already got a match lined up. You can't get involved, and he can't. But you know, wrestling works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? So, Drew McIntyre need an opinion. Drew McIntyre need. Bro, Epic Gamer, you're speaking like the first slave right now, bro. You gotta help me out here. Drew McIntyre need an opinion at WrestleMania 38. Does that mean you're supposed to write opponent? And if Cody Rhodes joins SmackDown, that would be perfect. I'm not saying you're wrong in it. It's all opinions. But what I'm gonna say is this Saudi Arabia thing is it's the 19th, in it. The week after that, February will be over. And then we just got March, and then April is WrestleMania. whatever build up to WrestleMania, and it should have already started, most of it, and apart from the ones where there's a title involved, because the ones where a title's involved they kind of build themselves up. You don't really have a choice. Number one contender matches, but any singles match, any they should already be building up. So I don't like that fast build up thing. WrestleMania last year, the build up was not good at all. It was terrible. So was SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, first Cody got to show up. Yeah, 100%, man. The thing is, I know there's rumors flying around, and you guys know I don't like rumors on this channel, but I can't ignore flipping YouTube thumbnails. They're everywhere, innit? I don't know if I mean, everyone else might not care, innit? But does everyone still respect would you still respect Cody for coming back to WWE after all he's said and all he's done in AEW, throwing shots? And there weren't shots in terms of it was a work. These were personal shots, bro. This geezer came out on his first pay-per-view, trolled Triple H, got the sledgehammer out and all that. Been dissing, if anyone watched Being the Elite on YouTube, dissing WWE constantly with the Young Bucks. Obviously, Vince don't give a damn because money, but we're letting him back in. And I'm just going to say this before anyone gets it. I know everyone loved Cody in AEW, but Cody's not bringing no fans over to WWE. He doesn't have a separate fan base. They are WWE fans who went over to AEW. They're not. He ain't going to bring. So if anyone thinks the ratings are going to shoot up because Cody's coming, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Just bring Stardust back. Start the bullshit. You know what I mean? There. Epic Gamer, did you see the 2K22 GM trailer? I did, man. Stephanie, come on now. You know the vibes. I can't wait to get it, to be fair. I know it's going to let me down. The wrestling games always let me down. But at this point, I've been waiting so long. They've had 3 years to make it good. I'm here for it, innit? And I'll start doing some live streams if my computer keeps up. If he shows up, it should be Cody versus Triple H. Triple H can't fight. That's the person I would have picked, but Triple H can't fight anymore. He's had that heart problem, innit? Donnie nearly died, to be fair. Jeffrey, yeah, I forgive him, Savage. I get your point, but I grew up on WWF versus WCW, and I still called Eric Bischoff as a legend. Nah, listen, Jeffrey, I said, would you respect it? Not respect, like, I probably said respect him, but I mean, would you respect it? Like, I don't give a damn. It's not nothing to do with me. He ain't diss me, you know, like that. Obviously, he loves WWE fans because we're the ones who kept him in the job and kept him getting paid and stuff like that. But I just mean respect the fact that as a man, that people talk so much waffle and just skip back and forth. You know what I mean? That's not my thing, but I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? There. First thing I'm doing is GM mode, Finn Balor WWE champion. You can't, but on GM mode, I swear you have to. When you put in things together, you have to book matches, but you can't make him win, can you? You have to, unless you're gonna do like you're gonna be Finn. But most of the time, it's gonna be what's it called? Simulation matches, isn't it? I think normally when on the old one, probably SmackDown versus Raw, they had GM mode on that. I think I would have done. I used to let all the regular matches go through, and then the championship match, I'd play it myself. But we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting. I hope listen. I've got I got rid of my PC a while ago because I didn't need it in it. So I've got a MacBook Pro. I got the TV, I got the monitor and all that stuff like that. But I don't think my MacBook will hold up with the live streaming because I've done some tests not long ago and it's lagging a little bit, and that was on Fortnite. So hopefully I get a new laptop or computer by the time we get into March, but it's not that far away. I don't know. But trust me, there will be WWE videos coming from the game 2K. That's a fact. But yeah. Book Finn Balor until he wins the championship. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's you're a crap manager if that's what keeps happening. You have to keep booking him to win. Yeah, I'm saying. Sorry, CM Punk versus MJF is gonna happen at Yeah, I know. I hope MJF wins, man. I can't stand CM Punk, bro. You know what I mean? He's dope on the mic though, but you know what I mean? It's CM Punk's just CM Punk for me, bro. And no one come at me. I don't care if all of you love him, want to suck him off and that. CM Punk's not my guy. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about him. The best thing for me about CM Punk, I'm not joking. Obviously, he's great on the mic, but the best thing about him is his entrance music. I have it on my gym playlist every single day. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I'm here for that. But apart from that, I don't give a damn about CM Punk. So, all you CM Punk, it's clobbering time, guys. Allow me. Leave me out of it. Roman Reigns, the best wrestler in the world. I said it. Everyone talented. Everyone talked smack and came back and made up with Vince. Yeah, no, they did. Vince makes you make up with him, which is hilarious. That's why he's the godfather of this thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't creep back to no one, you know them way there. And if he does, a little money on the table, come back, you know them way there. So you can make me more money. But I'm done. That is my prediction. That is your prediction for Elimination Chamber 2022 Saudi Arabia settings. You know them way there. Should be interesting, man. Look out for the reactions. Hit the notification bell so you know. Some of the reaction videos will probably come out while you're still watching. Because what I normally do is when I'm not doing a live stream, while I'm watching wrestling, I'm trying to edit at the same time a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying? They'll expect them to come at the same time. Yeah, shout out to you, Jeffrey, man. Come on, Living Color. Amazing. I'm going to make Sasha, Carmella, and Bianca a group in 2K20. Well, listen, man, you got to start sending me some screenshots of this, man. I want to see it, man. If anyone can record their footage of the game and stuff like that, definitely show it to me, man, because I'm here for that. Roman and Goldberg face to face again tomorrow. Ah, man, I hope tomorrow Goldberg gets a Superman punch, man. Savage, you think we're getting Usos versus Dudley's boys at WrestleMania since Usos got nobody? Possibly. I'm not going to hold my breath on it, but possibly. I think what they need to do WrestleMania for one of the tags, because I don't know, you know. I don't know. Epic Game, I'm slowly getting bored of CM Punk, and he says he's the best wrestler in the world, which is not true. He needs a new character. Yeah, and he ain't going to get no new character. One thing I want to cover just before I leave, because you guys would have noticed that I just went through all that list of all the titles. I know the US title's not on there, but I'm done with the disrespect for the Intercontinental title now. I'm actually done with it. This is the second most prestigious title in WWE. I know everyone's gonna say, no, it's not. Savage's Universal title. Nah. I'm talking about historically, bro. You know what I mean? The Universal title is still relatively new. You know what I mean? It ain't been around that long. You know what I'm saying? How long has the Universal title been around? 6 years? Max? 2016, 2017? Finn Balor and that, Seth, Kevin Owens, Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, Intercontinental title is the most disrespectful title out there. Like, it's been disrespected for too long. I love when The Miz had it because it made it seem relevant. I feel bad for Nakamura because English isn't even it's probably not even his second language, so he struggles on the mic and stuff like that. But give him a manager and let him run the thing properly, man. This is terrible. Like, it's not on pay-per-views anymore. The US title's getting more airtime than the Intercontinental title. I've had enough. So WWE sort that out. Just go get rid of the stupid 24/7 title because that gets more airtime as well. I said it. Epic Gamer, do you know SmackDown February 18th? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, I know. You know, like that. But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just don't spoil it for me because I ain't having it. If anyone spoils it for me, I'm blocking them. You know, them way there. I hate that. You know what I mean? SmackDown Live 2016, 2017 was awesome. Styles and The Miz were MVP. 100% Ahmed, you're my guy, bro, because you know AJ Styles, the house that AJ built. You know them way there. And The Miz, the Miz, what you're talking about there, when we had Raw 25, well, was it Raw 25 we had? It wasn't it? Bro, the Miz was running things back then for a whole year. He made the Intercontinental, the white strap as well. Come on, bring the white strap back. Shout out to you, Amin. See you next Thursday. Sami Zayn Nakamura for the 18th. Epic Gamer, you're just telling me stuff that I already know. I just said that. I already know what, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to get the hell out of here. Like I said, I do this every single time. I'm only going to do 45 minutes, and I clearly didn't do 45 minutes. I've done an hour and 5 so far. So, yeah, Deontay, I'm down with that. I love Angel Garza, man, but you know what I'm saying? WWE, man. Like I said, you guys, you can go to WWE.com. You go to careers, you can actually sign up to be a head writer, bro. You know what I mean? Them jobs are out there, man. If they want to pay me the big bucks, I'll happily do it, man, because I know I'm booking stuff better on my channel than they are. So I was just saying, so we'll see. When I do GM mode, yeah, and you like come and see my live stream, you'll see that you know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, man. Shout out to everyone. Thank you all, you guys, for tuning in. Everyone who's left, thank you guys. Anyone who's coming later, thank you as well. Hit the like button if you like it, and if you don't like it, you can't dislike it because there's no dislike button. You know them vibes there. But I'm about to go. I'm about to cuddle my puppy, watch some, some football and that, eat some food, get that protein in 220 grams a day because I have to. Come on. Enjoy, guys. I'll be back for SmackDown and I'll be back for Saudi Arabia. But, it won't be a watch along, so you know what it is, man. Ahmed, big facts. That was the best Dolph Ziggler we've had in the last few years, to be honest. But yeah, you know the vibes. Anyway, don't say anything else because I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone and then not answer your question. So just leave it there. I put the match card at the bottom just so you can see what's left. But you already know, guys. You guys have been amazing. Yeah, you already know the vibes. Love having you over here, man. I've been your boy, Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Run.